Greetings, flesh wound horror freaks, and welcome to a very special episode of Flesh Wound Horror. I'm Daniel Shine. That's producer Todd Loya.
What's up?
Pugs Dread.
Namaste. What's up?
And our very special guest this evening, Nightmare KRISTY of Nightmare Toys. KRISTY, no one cares about us. You're the star tonight. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Thank you. I'm excited.
Very, very excited to have you on. Very honored. You have probably the most awesome store I have ever seen. I'm going to see it hopefully in person soon, and we'll be talking about that and all sorts of things. So, yeah, so I guess the best way to kick this off is, what made you fall in love with the horror genre?
Very simple answer. When I was 5, I watched the Thriller video, Michael Jackson's video. I remember being in my pajamas and crawling up in my mom's lap, and we all as a family watched Michael Jackson's Thriller video like everybody else was. And I was scared, but I was excited at the same time, and I loved it. And then HBO came out with the making of Thriller, and my parents recorded it, and I watched it every single day. I loved the behind the scenes, the makeup, the special effects, and I loved dancing. So I credit Michael Jackson and the Thriller video for my love of horror and my love of dancing.
That makes complete sense. I agree. Michael's his man.
Yeah, very similar with me. That's like one of my earliest things I remember, and wore the tape out for the Thriller making of.
Oh yeah, I need to put that on Blu-ray.
I'm so bad.
That'd be great.
They remastered the video. I know I went and saw it in 3D when I can't remember what movie it was with at IMAX, but that was really cool.
Yeah.
At least it's remastered somewhere. The video, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a guaranteed seller. I don't know what's holding that up.
Yeah,
Probably musical rights, I'm assuming.
Yeah, licensing and stuff like that. The family.
No. Get a John Landis commentary, and there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with that.
Yeah.
You said that got you into the genre. What's the first horror film you actually remember seeing, like, film wise?
Well, okay, so that's also a funny story. I remember pictures of me when I was 3, even before the Thriller video, of us with 3D glasses on watching Jaws 3. But I don't remember that, though. I just remember the photo.
Right.
But my first actual memory was Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. And I was watching with my parents. Yeah. Interesting one to watch with your parents. But anyway, but yeah, so that is my first recollection. And then that's what got me into Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street. And then I was wanting to watch Part 1. And then I really was just like a huge Freddy Krueger fanatic when I was a kid.
Yeah. That was actually my first theatrical horror film too. So
see, I've heard a lot of people say that.
It was a double feature with Dead Time Stories, which did get a Blu-ray release. But yeah, I saw that with my dad too. Kind of awkward moments. I didn't get him at the time, but
right
later.
Right. None of us
killing him with that towel. I mean, come on.
That was
nothing
the seed.
else. Nothing else going on. Did you have the old school Freddy pull string doll?
No, I do now.
Well, yeah.
But no, I didn't have any. Unfortunately, I didn't have any toys or collectibles or anything like that when I was a kid. Like my family, they let me watch everything, but they just thought I was morbid. And then like everybody just was like, "Oh, horror movies are for boys, not for girls." So me liking horror movies was just kind of my own thing that I did on my own time. I didn't really share it with anybody, and no one would buy me any of the toys. So I was literally playing with Barbies, but watching horror movies.
Were you able to find like your horror tribe back then? Were did other kids into it around you?
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I really didn't talk about it a whole lot, except for maybe about Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street, just because I thought I was an expert on him as a kid. But I didn't talk about it a whole lot. No other kids really talked about horror movies. Again, it was just like wherever I was, it was like, oh, that's for boys, not for girls kind of a thing. I just had a, which really sucks, but whatever. So no, and then like I would make my friends that came over to my house watch the movies, and they didn't mind it, but it wasn't like their thing. And then we'd go back to their house and we'd watch Dirty Dancing.
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with Dirty Dancing.
I like that shit too.
I love Dirty Dancing, but that's just how it was for me in my childhood, though. But I was like everybody else. Thank God my parents did let me watch the movies, though. They didn't like it, but they let me do it. Mm-hmm. And they always gave me money to go rent some movies on the weekends. And I was just like everybody else. I got on my bicycle and went, across the highway to go rent my movies. I only went to the horror section. The bloodier the cover, that's what I was picking. Just like everybody else. I did that every weekend, and it was $2 just to rent a movie back then.
So much different to like pick up the box and look at it than it is to look at that little picture now.
Yeah, so much different. Yeah.
Did you ever have a movie that like you got in trouble with your parents because they got mad about it? Or
no, my sister. I have an older sister. I don't know why, but every time she'd barge in my room, of course, it's when there's boobs or sex going on. And then she'd have to go yell at my parents, like, you should say my Kristy's watching in here. But they would just tell her to stay out of my room and shut the door.
There you go.
Good parents. Good.
Yeah.
Parents.
I just figured that at least, she's watching that. She's in her room and she's not out getting into trouble or doing anything. So they just didn't care, even though they didn't, in the back of their minds, they actually didn't like it. But whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine just kind of gave up at a certain point. It's like, well,
yeah,
he likes what he likes. He's just kind of weird.
yeah, and that's how my parents and my grandparents and everybody was. They're like, oh, okay, here's a party.
For me, I was sheltered a little bit, like, oh, you can't watch that. But next thing you know, I'm like, I always like all the bad guys, and then like, I think Child's Play 2. I remember sneaking behind the couch, and my grandma and my uncle were watching it. And next they find me, I like just come up and sit on the couch. I'm like, this is awesome. So it worked in reverse for me.
That's a good sequel.
Yeah.
That's a very good sequel. Are you excited for the new Chucky series? I'm kind of iffy. Sci-Fi Channel, but are you excited? You think it'll be any good?
I am excited. I'm excited, I guess, just because everybody's returning. It's so I hope it's going to be good. We'll see. With it being on Sci-Fi, I don't know. They're up, there's always up in the air with Sci-Fi stuff. But I'm a little more excited about that than I'm about other movies and other things coming out. So,
yeah, I'm probably more excited than Candyman. Although I'm hoping for the best, but yeah, a little more faith. Fiona Dorff's awesome, so I'm happy to see her back.
The only thing I noticed off in the Sci-Fi spot was the regular Chucky voice. You could tell it's different now. Stood out to me immediately, but it did bother me. But I did immediately notice. I was like, Chucky. Well, the doll didn't sound right. Charles Lee Ray will sound fine.
Yeah, I'm curious the tone. Is this going to be like Seed of Chucky tone? What are we going to get?
Right.
This
I hope it's a little more serious. I'm not big on Seed. If we're like Bride, I'm all in.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like Seed too. It's one of the ones people don't.
Crazy.
I like Seed more than 3, but I finally grew a little on 3.
3's awesome. I love it.
I like it a lot more now than I did when I was a kid. I was probably, I don't know, early teens. It just didn't work for me like 2 did. 2's so awesome.
2's amazing.
Yeah. It's a complicated franchise. I like the last 2, honestly.
I like, there's not one I like. It's not like Nightmare on Elm Street where I don't like 5. 5's the one I don't like. I like all the rest. There's not one that stands out to me in that franchise. Well, since I brought it up, are there any, like, it's a popular franchise are there any that you're like, oh, I don't like that Freddy movie? Because I love Freddy, and like I said, first horror film, but 5 just doesn't do it for me.
The remake.
I hated that. I actually just they warmed me up to it. Pugs actually was like watching it
Yeah.
again. I don't. My feelings have changed. It's still not my favorite, but I waited
Don't
10 years
hate
to rewatch it.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite though.
I get that.
I'm the same because I think pretty highly of it, but there's some things I can't stand. But Jackie Earl Haley nailed it. I think he's
Yeah, I think he did good.
give him a second shot. Everyone else can go fuck themselves.
I think he did good. Okay, that's not even my issue with it at all.
No, okay.
I
I see a bunch of Halloween 3 stuff over there. Is that
Oh yeah.
top notch, top tier?
Yeah.
So is that your
I love
favorite of the
Halloween.
series?
I'm sorry?
Is that your favorite of the series?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's not
Yeah, that's-
Halloween until Silver Shamrock plays.
That's the only movie like I have to watch every Halloween.
Every Halloween.
Feels so much like Halloween. The Cherry to Pumpkin song.
Yep.
I'm sure you guys sell it. I have the processing sign, the trick or treat. That's like I had to get that when I saw it. Yeah,
Oh,
that was a right.
there's one. I know I have one around here. I can't put it up. I have other things too I haven't put up there, but I just thought about that.
Well, since we're talking big franchises and Dan kind of dropped the ball, today is what is today, Dan?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day, of course.
Yay!
Thoughts on that series? Get the big heavy hitters out there.
I love Texas Chainsaw. I don't think it gets talked about enough.
Oh my god!
Really,
I can tell you right now.
I
mean,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Now I forgot what I was to say. I'm saying that. See?
I love The Next Generation with Matthew McConaughey. That is not a favorite of people's. A lot of people. See, all you guys like it.
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
I actually got to see that
I love
theatrically.
it.
So I was
It gets
like,
a lot of hate, but it's
does.
fun. I don't understand like why everyone's so mad at like I mean I guess they hate the ending, but even then, like, oh, that's a neat twist.
Yeah.
McConaughey kills it in that thing.
Right?
McConaughey's a man.
He just actually did an interview, or like he just opened up about it today. I know I shared the post with you, Pugs.
Yeah.
First time I've heard him talk about it like ever.
Yeah, he was originally supposed to be like this. What do you say, Romeo and Juliet biker dude, and just show up for 2 scenes, and then bounce. But he's like, oh, I can audition for Verl, Vilmer, and they're like, okay, you got it. Of course, he killed it because he's Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he killed it.
Yeah, that I do. I dress up for Leatherface like pretty much every year for like the better part of a decade at this point. I've never done that one though. I finally did 3 last year, but I've never done 4. And if I did it, I have to do the full drag one. I don't know. That's like the one to do.
I would love to see that, Todd.
Well, I
Yeah, do it.
That's a video now, Todd.
Well, it's not happening this October, so calm down. I'm not
Next
sure.
year.
Information. It's perfect.
We'll
Just
see.
jump out, mask up, scare the kids that are not probably, be awesome.
Yeah. So you like so far you like the underrated one. You like 3 because a lot of people hate 3. I feel like it's starting to turn though. People are starting to really appreciate 3.
Wait, are we talking Leatherface or
Well, no,
Halloween 3?
No, I was going
We're
back
back on
to her.
Halloween. Okay, cool. Yeah.
No one's talking Leatherface.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
Hold on. The
Leatherface.
Leatherface 2017 is the one that's gross.
Yeah. It's confusing. The third.
I know.
film.
Thanks.
Part
Okay.
3 Leatherface is good though.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. Dan's over here shitting the bed.
Yeah.
I'm making sure, just
No, we're on the same page. That one's a
Yeah. Well, no, because we were talking about those. Where do you land on Friday the 13th Part 5 or the series in general?
Oh, I love Friday the 13th. I've grown to like it more becoming an adult though. I watch it more. I watched 2 and 4 a lot, I guess because I had them on tape. But no, I've grown to love Jason a lot more now. I like all of them. There isn't one I really hate. I mean, Part 10 I don't watch very much of, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like X over Ghost of Hell, but I'm in the minority.
Yeah, I'm always kind of back and forth with those 2.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
see, I love the Duke and Goes to Hell too. So it's like one of those cases where it jumps around. Yeah, I'm a big Part 5 guy. I'm like,
Part
I
5.
know I'm still a minority because it's very Italian, very sleazy. There's just something about that one.
I just watched that the other day. Actually, I like that
Yeah.
one too.
That's the one I tend to watch every Friday the 13th. I'll just end up watching Part 5.
I'm kind of boring. I'm 4, which is the typical answer, but you know,
That's
I love 4.
Yeah,
I think that's the best movie, but it's not the one I revisit the most.
My favorite. I revisit Jason X a lot. I'll be
fun.
honest. I like Jason
You're a
X a
sci-fi
lot.
go though too. Pretty much
That
more
is
than me
true.
and Pugs at least.
That's true. Some of the better kills, though, I think, in Jason X. So
yeah,
Dude.
some good things.
The freezing and the bashing. You can't get any better. That's just cool.
It is cool.
I do have a question about the Halloween franchise. What is your preferred timeline? So me and Todd can argue. So I'm a Halloween 1, 2, H2O guy. Todd is a Halloween. What I forgot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, the thorns.
That's
thorn.
the thorn. Yeah, that's your preferred timeline. What is your preferred timeline?
Okay.
Remember, there's one in the new one also. Don't forget that one. There's 3 timelines.
It's still going on. We can't judge it completely.
Okay, that's true.
So 1, 2, H2O.
Fuck yeah, my team.
there you go.
I don't like H2O. I'm in the minority on this one.
Crazy. H2O is
This
fucking
really
fantastic.
makes perfect sense.
I love the first 10 minutes of H2O though. I love it. With the nurse from part 2.
Yeah.
Check out the rest of the 80 minutes is fucking awesome too, Todd.
It needs more. It needs more Halloween music. There's actually a work print cut that uses like music from Deep Red and other stuff, which is awesome. That one I'll watch over and over.
Right?
H2O's got that late 90s look to it. I actually think
Yeah.
it's a pretty decent movie, though. I like H2O.
All right.
You know, honestly, it all goes back to there's no Donald Pleasance. It's so hard for me to love a Halloween that doesn't have Donald Pleasance.
Yeah.
out of their fucking hands, Todd.
I understand that.
But if we're talking storyline, it makes sense.
No, yes, it does.
Because what they're doing now makes no sense. I hate it.
I remember seeing that. Yeah, you're not big on the new Halloween.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not big on 2018 or this. It's way over the top. It doesn't make sense. He's not a slasher anymore. I don't know what he is. I don't like it.
No. I liked it enough. I thought it was cool. I think they should have killed that baby. That's my only thing I complained about. But it's fun. And then new trailer, which I tried to avoid, couldn't do it. And like it's living up to the name. So fingers crossed I have a good time.
They got me excited when all the Halloween 3 Easter eggs in there.
Right? I wish they wouldn't have showed us that though, because then it would have made something more exciting for me when I watched the movie.
Yeah, kind of like what was the other one that did that? Well,
All of them.
well, no, The Guest. That one had the Easter egg in there too.
Oh, The Guest is awesome.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that, no, but I would like to.
As a Halloween 3 fan, I think you should check that out.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
Highly
We
recommend.
won't say what the Easter egg is, but you'll be on alert.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to check it out.
That's pretty cool.
That's a great film.
What other like unsung horror films do you like? I mean, what's your favorite era? Like 80s, 70s, 90s, 60s? I mean,
80s slashers is what I go for.
okay.
My favorite movie of all time is April Fool's Day.
Oh,
Okay.
very cool.
Yeah, not a lot of people. Some people don't know that movie. Some people do. Some people haven't watched it. But yeah, and no one ever says it's their favorite movie.
No, I wouldn't say that, but I do. I always a lot of people's problem with that is the fact that it didn't really happen, but doesn't
Right. But I don't know. I think that's what makes it fun for me now. Because I remember when I rented the movie, and of course I rented it because of the cover. And I was like, "Ooh, great!" I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Let's see what this is about." I take it home. I remember this like it was yesterday. I take it home. I watch it, and I'm loving the movie. And then the ending happens, and I am generally ticked off. I'm so mad at this movie, and I hate it. I hated it for a long time. It took me a while to like. I don't know. as an adult, I loved it. And so now it's my favorite movie. I can watch it every single day. It's just, to me, it's like an epitome of an 80s movie. And there's really not even any blood shown either. But it's just so good. And then all the actors that are in it are in other movies that I love too.
Deborah Foreman. I just watched something with her last night. I can't remember what it was.
She's in Valley Girl. She's in Waxwork.
Valley Girl's awesome.
What did I watch last night? I literally watched something. I was like, oh, there's Deborah Foreman. Oh, Sundown, the Vampire in Retreat.
Oh yeah, that's due to Blu-ray. Yeah. Pugs with Valley Girl, Dirty Dancing.
Valley Girl is awesome.
You're losing your streak, Carrot Pugs.
They can all kiss my ass. That shit rules. I wear all my fandoms on my sleeve. I give zero fucks.
Did Show us your lake house tattoo, Pugs. Come on.
I don't have one.
I mean, I was the right age in the 80s. I love Valley Girl also. I did make the mistake of watching the new version with
I didn't do that.
I haven't done that.
With because it also has the girl from Happy Death Day. I don't remember
who was even in it now.
The lead from Happy Death Day.
Oh, Jessica Roth. Yeah.
Yes, she's the lead in that, and it's a musical, which I wasn't prepared for. So I'm just like sitting there, and like all of a sudden they start singing, totally threw me off. I was like,
"Oh wow,
what's going on now?"
I have a question about extreme horror on behalf of our buddy Kruger here. Where do you stand on a Serbian film and extreme horror in general?
Okay, I love extreme horror. But with that said, I have not yet watched a Serbian film. I haven't been able to find it anywhere for me to watch. So I do need to watch that. But yeah, I don't mind extreme horror. The only thing I don't like is like I Spit on Your Grave, where the whole movie is just raping. I'm not into the whole raping stuff.
Well, that's a big hit here. But we understand completely. Yeah, it's a little rough.
But as far as extreme gore and anything else, I'm good with. So
yeah, Serbian film is pretty rough. But if you do want to take that dive, Unearthed Films does have the Blu-ray uncut now. You can get it.
Okay.
Not pay $100 for.
Right.
I do think it's worth checking out because, like, besides all like the scene that everyone talks about, it's pretty compelling.
Yeah, and I've always wanted to watch it. I always give movies at least one watch at least. I always try it. So, and I know everybody loves it. It's talked about all the time. That's just the one I haven't watched yet.
I came this close to buying the baby prop. There was a thing in LA and they were auctioning it off and they wanted like $5,000. I was like, I can do 2 right now. And they
didn't you get yelled at too?
I didn't get yelled
I thought
at.
you got yelled at for
a friend I know, he got yelled at for touching one of the props that he shouldn't have been touching.
Oh, I thought he was taking pictures.
But he was drunk and obnoxious. But yeah, it's to be expected.
I could figure out who then.
So no, I Spit in Your Grave. But what about Last House on the Left? That's a Wes Craven one. No,
right? I'd rather watch that than I Spit in Your Grave.
Okay.
But I'm not into really that one either too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are some like unsung movies? You already mentioned April Fool's Day. That like, here's one I really like that no one really talks about.
Let's see, what else is there? Oh, there's so many. Savage Weekend, Mutilator.
I love Savage Weekend.
Party Line is great.
Oh yeah, we talked about that one not too long ago.
I love that. God, there's just so many. There's a movie that I suggested not too long ago on my Instagram. It's not an 80s, but it's called No Solicitors with Phyllis Rose and Eric Roberts. I always suggest the movie. It's really, really good. And if you're a Phyllis Rose fan and stuff, you'll love it.
Yeah.
I love Eric Roberts too. So
we're actually next week we're going to talk about all the sleepaway camp films. So
yay. Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, well, you're more than welcome to come on and talk them if you'd like to.
Felisa is one of the nicest people.
She is.
Part 2 you said was your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a shirt from that is awesome.
I'm not going to answer because they're gonna have to watch next week, but it's a good one.
It should be fun. What about any newer movies that you find like need attention. Because I'll mention two: Christmas Cruelty, friend of the show, of course, and Cat Sick Blues. I highly recommend you checking those out.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
cool.
got the shirt on right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cat Sick Blues is probably one of the most unique killers in a slasher.
They're both in the extreme horror family. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Morning.
more gore, but
Yeah, but any new ones you want to shine light on? That any?
Yeah, I watched a movie called Blind. I don't know if y'all have heard of Blind yet. It's an independent horror film. The killer his name's Pretty Boy. That was a really interesting movie. I highly suggest that, something new and fresh and different. I watched another movie last night that I really love on Netflix for the second time, 12-Hour Shift.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That was
Angela Bettis.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
That's a
really
good one. If you haven't watched that, watch that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't watched a whole lot of newer stuff lately just because I'm always watching older stuff.
Yeah.
I would recommend Censor, which I think you'll like
That's a
a
good one.
lot. Yeah, if you're into the video nasty era, that's when it takes place. And Censor's very good. I also like Gaia a lot. Those are the two.
Ooh.
And Saint Maud. Those are the three this year that are really doing it for me.
Saint Maud is good. I've watched that. Yeah.
Great.
Kruger's Summer Screaming that we didn't bring. What about Psycho Gorman? Did you watch that one yet?
Yeah.
Okay, we won't break.
I'm probably one that doesn't really care for it too much. I mean, it's just it's cool with special effects, the makeup, all that. It's cool, but it's just not my type of movie.
So
I find it real comic book-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go with.
It's just my type of movie.
Well, so that kind of leads me. So where are you at with Troma? Because it's a very Troma movie.
Yeah, I guess it is very Troma.
Same thoughts on it.
Love and hate, because there's some movies I really like, and there's some that are just horrible.
Yes, a lot of the ones they pick up are really bad, but most of the in-house Lloyd Kaufman stuff I love. Well, pretty much all of it.
Have you ever met Lloyd Kaufman?
I have once.
Yeah, he's so nice. He's like the nicest guy. He's so much fun. I love him.
Yeah, I think that was like the one person I was nervous with because it's Lloyd Kaufman.
Yeah, right. Me too.
He was in a movie I did, but I didn't have any scenes with him, unfortunately. But yeah, Lloyd is hilarious. If you ever, he should do stand up. The guy is the funniest human being I've ever met.
I agree.
You know what? I know we're not doing the Q&A yet, but Ben Grimm threw a question up that I wanna throw up real quick. Pugs, you gonna read it for us?
Sure. All right, Ben Grimm. What's a horror movie property that we'd be surprised sells really well as far as merch is concerned? Like when I worked at Blockbuster, Carnosaur was surprisingly a big renter. All right, so
that's a big hit, Ben.
Cool. Carnosaur.
I didn't know Ben Grimm worked at Blockbuster. My brother.
That's awesome. So a product that sells. Okay. Well, we all know that Michael Myers stuff sells like crazy. So there's that. So I'm just now started selling a brand new product, the stuff, the containers.
Yeah.
And I literally only had it in for a couple days and it's gone. And so I've just made another order. Like that just went. Whew. So whenever I do like B-rated type movie stuff, which I'm trying to get more of in my store, that stuff flies off the shelf.
I saw that and it was immediately like, I need to get that. So I don't really do a lot of collectibles anymore, but that one I want it. Yeah, so I get it.
It's really, really cool. And you open it up and the foam that's on the inside that looks like the stuff, each one is different the way it's poured in there. Okay. So each one just looks a little bit different. So each one has its own unique little thing. And then later on, he's going to be making me ones that will be exclusive to just me too, that the stuff will be spilling over the cup and it'll be a prop like that too.
Maybe I'll have to wait and get that one.
I know, right? He's working on that right now, but I am getting another screen of the regular though.
Is that in-store only or can we order online as well?
Online as well, both in-store and online.
All right.
Since, Ben brought up Nightmare Toys, why don't we talk about that?
Yes. Yes. How did that all come about for you, and what made you decide on Vegas?
Simple story. I had to just quit my old job. It was time to be done with it. And of course I have to do something else. So me and Philip Martin, he is my boyfriend, and we own the store together. We lived in Alabama before we moved here to Vegas. And he was just like, well, let's open you up a little horror collectible store just so you have something to do. Mm-hmm. So here's my something to do.
that easy, and that's successful. Fuck yeah.
But him, not necessarily me, but him, he does own other businesses as well. So, we knew how to run a business and,
right.
And all that already. So yeah, we just did that, opened the store up in Alabama, and then it just kind of blew up. And then Vegas happened because we used to go to Vegas twice a year for our other businesses that we had. Okay, so we owned clubs. Throw it out there. I'm just gonna throw it out there. So we don't own them now, but we owned clubs, and we had to go out to Vegas to go to the club and bar shows. For that. And we just love Vegas. And we grew out of the store in Alabama, and we're like, the best place to put this store would be Vegas. And so here we are.
Yeah.
That's really it. That's really the story.
That's awesome. There's so few places left to go that you have physical media, you have clothes, figures. I mean, you kind of have everything.
Food
in one
soon.
location, yeah.
Food and drinks soon.
Yeah, and I want it to be like a Toys R Us, like a / Toys R Us, Spirit Halloween, Hot Topic kind of a thing all in one is what I kind of want it to be, but still with my own twist though, not copying people, but just the feel of all that and all those types of products in one store. And then we're about to expand the store as well, and it'll be just our clothing area. So we'll have more room for toys and Halloween decorations.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I know Nightmare Cafe. Any coincidence that it's also the name of the Robert Englund show? Was that on purpose? Okay, I was just making sure. I kind of just assumed that, but I wanted to ask.
Thank you for noticing that. I don't know that. Yes. So I immediately thought of that, and yes, of course, I watched the series. It was only one season in 1992.
Was it 6 episodes or was it more?
Yeah, it was 6 episodes.
Okay, it's been a while.
And yeah, so I just was like, Nightmare Cafe. Oh, that goes with Nightmare Toys. Perfect. But I think I have confused people by naming it that though, because people think it's a coffee shop. It is not a coffee shop. It is a bar / restaurant. I just named it Nightmare Cafe because yeah, because it goes.
See, I didn't. That never immediately came to me.
Everybody thinks it's a coffee shop. I couldn't even tell you how many messages we got from coffee people when we announced that. And I'm gonna have coffee. It's not like I'm not. We'll all name it something like Stay Awake Coffee or something. But
never sleep again.
Everything will be horror themed: food, drinks.
Oh, that's so cool.
And do you have an opening date for that?
Not yet. Hopefully we'll have it open before Halloween. That is the goal.
Oh, okay. That's soon.
That's the goal. But we hope, things happen.
What would an April Fool's Day burger look like? I don't know. My mind's wandering on that, but you kind of have to.
It's got to be the vegan because it'll be beyond meat. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be the sleepaway camp burger? No, wait, no, that would definitely.
No, that's a hot dog.
Yeah, there you go. Save it for next week.
But since we are from Alabama, we will have bar food and Southern food.
Oh, fuck yes.
So you'll be able to get fried chicken and okra and all that too, besides getting a burger and fries.
I love fried okra, so I know what I'm ordering.
I'm definitely fucking going there.
Yeah.
And then you'll have, we'll have all alcoholic drinks, or everything will be horror themed. I want my drinks all to be served with eyeballs and spider rings, so that way everybody can take home something as well.
Oh, perfect.
And then I'm gonna have. I don't want to like really throw it out there too much. I want everybody to be surprised. But I do have an idea of every time you come into the restaurant, you will be able to take away something from the table that will be a collectible that I will change out every month. That way, you'll get a free collectible from us every time you come in.
Ooh.
I don't want to say what it is, but it's just a cool little idea I have just to be like, hey, thanks for supporting us. And here you can take this with you.
That's
And
way
it's
cool.
something I'll change out. It'll be on the table and it'll be something we'll change out periodically. That way, when you come in next time, it won't be the same thing.
Right.
Okay.
Like grown-up Happy Meal toys. We'll just go.
Yes. There you go. I just think that'll be fun. I always like making it
really
fun.
cool.
And we'll have tons of TVs with horror movies and trivia and sports. You gotta have little sports. All about playing, and it'll be great.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna like not do any gambling. It sounds like when I'm in Vegas, it's gonna be right there the whole time.
We almost put machines in.
No, yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, we wanted to, but until we found out the headache that is, we were like, never mind.
Yeah.
No, we wanted to, definitely.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like Vegas. You have machines and a phone booth. It's so weird.
Yeah.
So
Oh
weird.
yeah. I
So
want to get
you-
a slot machine. That'd be fun for everybody.
you said you're gonna have more clothing when added to the store. Any brands in particular?
Yeah. We'll expand our Killstar inventory and our Blackcraft Cult inventory, of course. We are wanting to get with Monster Teas.
Those are my boys. That's where I'm headed.
I just talked to him this past weekend at Midsummer Scream, so we're definitely wanting to get their stuff in. And then let's see, we've got Halloween Shirt Company that we order stuff from. They're great. I love their shirts. They do a lot of vintage Halloween type stuff. And then Nightmare Toys will be expanding. We'll be expanding our clothing line as well. We already have all the shirts that we're already offering, but we're gonna have more. We're gonna have a huge clothing line.
Very
Booty
Very
shorts,
cool.
socks, everything. So
I'm glad you're gonna have Monster Teas there. Those guys, Eric, he deserves it. He's worked so freaking hard, and the artist he's my friend that's going there this weekend. So Ed King, Evil Ed, he'll make sure he says hi. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we love their shirts. My manager Brian, he orders his shirts like every day, and I have a few myself, and they're really comfy and they're really nice and good design. So yeah, we're definitely gonna get his stuff in.
Awesome.
That's
Well-
really, really cool.
We were going to ask you about the Bloody Valentine fan film. What is that one called? I know you're involved.
Oh yeah, Valentine's Bluff fan film. I can't talk about it too much.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll be filming soon for that, and I do have a role in that. It's going to be fun. Can't wait.
Is this your first acting role in a horror film?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Excited, nervous?
I am. I'm excited and nervous. I only really have like one line, but I have a good scene though, so it's going to be fun.
If you can answer this, is it a short feature length?
Feature length.
Oh,
Ooh,
even
okay.
better.
Oh,
Yeah.
very cool.
It's going to go right along with the original movie.
Yeah, that's
And
what I was reading.
The story, it's perfect. It's good. It's really good.
I saw it's got Daniel Roebuck in it also.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's a cool guy. Talk about a collector. Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. If you're a My Bloody Valentine fan, then you're gonna love it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know you can donate to the
Indiegogo campaign.
Yeah, Indiegogo. I was trying to figure out which one it was. And I know you can get the Blu-ray, DVD, even VHS, bunch of cool stuff. So
Yeah, Nightmare Toy sponsors and Fright Rags is sponsoring too. So you can get a t-shirt, and I think they just announced a hoodie today too.
oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Gotta check that out.
Yeah,
I do
that's
have one question before we go to the Q&A stuff. Do you have a most prized collectible, like at all?
I do. Can I get it and show you?
Absolutely.
Really?
Hell yeah!
Okay.
I'm excited. I wonder where it's from.
All right. Well, here let's
Look at all the cool shit behind her.
so we can see it nice and big.
Perfect. Is that a Shaggy toy on the left?
Now
That is
oh,
what
it
that
is.
Yeah,
That's
that
cool.
happens.
Oh, is it? That's the. Now we're all looking at her toys.
Yeah.
That's one of the Scooby Doo masks. I think on both sides.
Oh.
So I have two, but they kind of go together. So, first is my chopping mall figure.
Oh, nice.
My toys. I love this thing. I love chopping mall. It's in my top 10 of horror movies. So, and then my chopping mall bong.
Oh,
Cool.
That is awesome.
Isn't that fantastic?
that
Yeah.
is really cool.
My best
Wow.
friend Noah, who still lives in Alabama, he had this made for me for my birthday.
That
Oh,
is
it's
so cool.
Well, he rules. That's awesome.
He gives me the best stuff. A lot of my good stuff in my collection are from Noah. But yeah, so my chopping mall bong and my figure.
That's cool.
Because you
way
don't see
cool.
much for chopping mall anywhere.
You have to get Jim Wynorski to sign it sometime.
Yeah.
We were also noticing your Scooby Doo stuff. That rules,
Yeah.
by the way.
Oh, yeah, all my Scooby Doo, my Toonie Terrors.
Yeah.
The rest of the room isn't finished, so this is all you get to see.
I was going to ask, this is kind of going back a little, but I saw you guys started carrying the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. We're huge Vinegar Syndrome fans.
Yeah.
Anything that jumps out? Oh, you are? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, then I'm just going to ask, what are your favorites from them? I know we have so many, but.
Oh, Tammy and the T-Rex.
On 4K. How awesome is that?
I know, right? And Party Line. That's become my favorite.
Yeah, underrated film.
Right? Oh,
The Caller. Did you watch that one?
yes, I have that. That was
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
really
nobody
good.
saw
There's
that
so
before
many.
they put it out. Yeah.
I know there's so many. I love Vinegar Syndrome. My movie section is going to be stellar once we get this expansion going. I want even more Vinegar Syndrome. I've got Arrow, I've got Severin, I've got Full Moon, and then I just order other random movies. The only company I'm still trying to hear from is Shout Factory. But I would love to get their stuff too. But I want to have a huge movie section. That is nostalgia for all of us. And that was my idea to really bring in the movies. And I carry VHS. I carry VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray.
Nice.
Yeah,
No laser discs?
No, not the laser discs.
There's so few places left to buy physical media in person, which is so sad.
I know.
Anywhere really. I mean, there's only a few stores left, and not everybody has them. So that's awesome.
Right. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it. I have a really nice section right now, but once we do the expansion where I can move some stuff around, I want to make it even bigger. And that's where the KRISTY's movies of the week come and play, because they always did that at Blockbuster and the video was, the employee, So I was doing that, but I want to make it even bigger though. That's my favorite part of the store. I love collecting physical copies of movies. That's my favorite thing actually to collect, besides T-shirts. I have a lot of shirts.
Right. Okay. All right. Question time, I guess.
I'm telling everyone in the chat right now.
Right. Well, I see Ben Grimm is asking, what's your favorite Scooby villain?
Ooh.
Oh.
We got a figure.
Oh, there's so many.
I
Right.
think that
One that pops out to me though, I'm not sure what he was. It was like an abominable snowman,
Oh, yes.
but he was like fire in a way. Like fire.
Oh, I know.
There's two different ones, like a
Yeah.
regular snowman, and then there was one he would kind of, I don't know, maybe it was something else. I'm not sure, but it was like he kind of looked like fire. I don't know. That I can picture it, but I don't know what he was named. I really like that episode.
Well, I'm going to ask you this then. What are your thoughts on Scrappy Doo? He seems to get some hate.
I like Scrappy Doo. I think he's funny. He's cute. I know he does get hate, doesn't he?
Even James Gunn, when writing the script for Scooby-Doo. That was one of the things he said. He's like, I don't want that fucking Scrappy Doo in here.
Spaled him on the side of the road, didn't they? If I remember right.
Yeah.
The live action movie.
Yeah.
Scrappy's adorable. How dare you?
I have no Scrappy beef. I always forget, what was the dumb dog's name?
Oh,
See, I could never remember.
It's with a G, right?
no.
All I can think is he was gray.
It's like Scooby Doo, but Scooby D, Scooby something like that.
I know.
or
I could just Google it and find.
something. Yeah.
If anyone in the chat knows what we're talking about,
Yeah. Derpy dog.
I see the character. I can't think of the name.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Ben Grimm has another question. What's the most expensive item in the store you've ever sold there? Or
That would be the Chucky doll.
okay.
The seat of Chucky doll, because it's 600, and the good guy doll is 500. So the seat of Chucky doll.
Okay.
Those
Is
are
it big
pretty
sell-
cool to
big
get
seller?
signed,
Yeah.
though. I mean, you can
Oh,
get
yeah.
unlimited add-ons to it.
Oh yeah, and then you've got Tiffany and you've got Glenn, and so those are my most expensive sellers.
Okay.
And
I love
Pop-
Tiffany. She's so cool.
Yeah.
I want a solo movie of her. I think of her backstory or her side story. Well,
Oh,
There-
that's cool.
There's
Yeah.
actually a fan film with both of from the I can't remember the guys who did it. It's little shorts. It's broken up.
like a web series or something.
Yeah, it's Blinky 500. They've done quite a
Okay,
few of-
the Nightmare on Elm Street remake guys.
well,
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
the
Kruger. I think they did
Yeah.
Kruger.
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many.
Okay.
Black Christmas has a fan film now. There's a lot.
Oh, I hope it's better than that crap.
Ooh,
But which one?
That's what,
2019.
2019 is that when it came out?
Oh,
yeah.
God.
well,
That's
we watched one called Voorhees. Don't ever watch it, like ever. Our
yeah.
review was so bad. We put it on Patreon not to hurt anyone involved.
Yeah,
But
But none of us here like Black Christmas either. So
The
the
original.
original. No.
the first two.
The 2019 one. That's when you said you didn't like, right?
right. Yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
it's trash. It's so bad. Yeah, but the original, untouchable.
Yeah. And I love Black Xmas too. It's another one of those.
It's fun. Yeah.
It's another one I have to watch every year because it just oozes Christmas. Everything
Christmas.
about it. Yeah.
Mm.
Christmas cookies.
Yeah. The
Love it.
colors, the lights.
Yeah.
I saw Black Chris, the first one, in a drive-in festival a few years ago, and oh man, what an experience!
Oh, I bet. I can imagine.
It's timeless. I absolutely love Black Christmas. I was so mad sitting in the theater.
Yeah, we
It was
got
like that.
PTSD from it.
You're like 10, 15 minutes in. It's like, this doesn't look like it's going to be very good, but maybe it'll get better. And then by like a half hour, I just wanted to, I don't know, just scale the screen and jump off. I was so mad.
Go King Kong all over it.
Yeah, they can.
We tortured ourselves and did a watch along for the Patreon. It's not very
Oh.
positive.
No.
Ooh.
I'd say
Fun.
we were being assholes, but we were being pretty fair.
I wanted to walk out, but I didn't walk out of the movie because I can't do that.
Okay.
I wanted to.
Same here, Todd. Dan, I don't know if you can. Like, I can't even turn off a Netflix movie if I start it. I'm like, I've already committed, and I think it's from being ingrained from renting movies as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes though, I'm like, I get it. I would leave too, but something in me, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't either. Look.
Some
How do
hard
you-
TV.
I don't know how we made it through that Voorhees fan film because that thing.
I don't either. It's bad. Let's not revisit because
I
I'm gonna
know.
be mean.
And for anyone listening, watching, whatever, don't watch it out of curiosity. Please don't.
No.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah. Are you gonna carry any like vinyls or Mondo like soundtracks in your toy store as well?
Yeah, we carry vinyl from Wax Records.
Okay.
Oh, they're awesome.
Mondo too, or not yet?
Yeah, we have some stuff from Mondo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine those are big sellers.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Little spinachers and stuff. All that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are cool. Like
Got a Creature from Black Lagoon one. And...
Yeah, they had all the Universal.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I just put them up there. I don't use them on turntables. I use them as a collectible.
Same.
Yeah, they had a line of those that just sold out like immediately not too long ago. Those are really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, anything hoarder that comes out that I can get wholesale, I'll get it. Or I'll try to get it.
You're my go-to. If I never need anything, I'm just gonna hit you up first. I do that a lot, though. I have a bad spending habit when I'm in the mood.
Yeah, me too.
Do you have like any like childhood Halloween traditions that you still keep alive today?
No, not really. Again, I mean, Halloween, it was like more like my thing than anybody else's.
Couldn't
so,
convince
I went
me
trick or treating, and I didn't have anything from my childhood. I wish I did. I'm sorry. I can answer that better for you.
New traditions. That's just as good.
Yeah, got to start somewhere.
I do remember when I was 12, that was the year that I didn't want to go trick-or-treating, and I wanted to stay home and pass out candy, and I wanted to decorate the yard, and me and my dad made foam tombstones when you had to go make your own stuff, and then got some fake blood, and I was putting fake blood on everything, and I just thought it was like the coolest thing ever, and I was like, oh, I'm so proud of my yard because I did it. I remember that and stuff. That was a fun year.
So
go ahead.
No, good then.
I always had an old microwave, and I do an exploding head gag, which I got in trouble for. We had a neighborhood
association,
which I think was one angry old lady that just didn't like it. But yeah, I got in trouble because that's too graphic for children. I was like, they all love it. They were like,
Have you never seen Microwave Massacre? Come on.
Right?
I know.
No, I would have loved it.
I do some gory ones, but yeah, it's I get in trouble sometimes. I try and keep them inside, but I carry a lot outside for the night of, because we do like a big neighborhood barbecue thing, and yeah, I don't know, something I can't have exploding heads, I guess, but
I just chase him around with the chainsaw. So
fun times.
Well, before we get out here, is there anything else you want to talk about? I know we want to hear your future plans or whatever else you want to promote.
Yeah.
Well, Nightmare Toys will be starting its own podcast. We're going to start this Friday, so that's going to be fun, and it'll feature me and other employees of the store. It'll be different people every week, just whoever wants to participate that week and whatever we're talking about. We're just going to talk about toys and movies and stuff. And it'll be like 30 minutes long, and that's about it. So you don't get tired of us.
We're the opposite.
Work too. But so it'll be like a 30-minute kind of a deal. So that's happening. And of course, the bar. Hopefully that'll happen before Halloween. And then we've got more signings coming up. I've got Tony Todd September 18th.
Awesome.
Kane Hodder. Got him November 13th.
Oh, cool.
I'm working on something very cool for December. Don't want to talk about that yet.
Okay.
But we want to do more signings at least like every other month. So that's going to be like a regular thing with us. And then of course we'll still do conventions, and we want to travel more once things get a little bit more normal.
Mm-hmm.
We have Texas Frightmare coming up. We are doing that. And then Days of the Dead in October here in Las Vegas. We're doing that as well. So that's only 2 conventions we have for this year. But again, we do want to travel more. That way we can maybe get up north some more, other states that other people that can't come all the way here to Vegas, I'll just come to you.
There you go.
I know there's a Monster Palooza out. Is it Burbank again? No, it's Pasadena, I think.
I think it's Sun, right? Son of Monster
There's Sun and there's Monster Palooza. There's both of them. We're on the waiting list for Monster Palooza. That's a huge one.
Okay.
So we'll see. We are doing Midsummer Scream, the big one that's in Long Beach next year. The one we just did this past weekend was just a pop-up.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't really hear about it till after, and I know Ed was talking about it. That, you know.
It was good. It was so much fun. I have to say, Midsummer Scream was the most organized and friendly convention we have ever done.
Oh, awesome.
There were so many people to ask questions and everybody knew what's going on and where to go. It was great.
That's rare with some of the big ones now. It's always like, I don't know. They just send you on your way.
Yeah, let me get somebody.
No, it was great. I give Midsummer Scream huge props.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the last big one I went to was really disorganized, but it was their first. I'll just say it was the first Days of the Dead. But after that, it's been fine. That first one, I give them a pass.
I go in Atlanta. They're pretty good.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave out year one Pugs because we don't want to.
That's fine.
I don't want to bring his name up.
That's fine.
But
yeah, right. That's a good one. And we're, and you can follow Nightmare Toys on all social media, and Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and Twitter. And you can follow me on all social media. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my OnlyFans.
Sweet.
All right. Fuck yeah.
So
links in the description?
Yeah.
Or the link tree so it's safe?
Yes. Yeah. Link tree. Right.
Cool. Yeah.
We'll add that. Well, anything else, gentlemen, before we get out of here?
No, just thank you so much for coming on, KRISTY. And guys, be sure to support KRISTY and her store and a restaurant coming up. There's still little cool stuff like that left anymore. So get in there and support her.
Thank you.
I co-sign when Dan said, thank you very much, KRISTY, for coming on. Fucking awesome to have you. And I can't wait to meet you in person and buy some shit so you can take a lot of my money.
Well, thank you so much, guys. It was an absolute pleasure talking with y'all. And I can't wait to meet all y'all in person at some convention, or if y'all come to Vegas or whatever it may be.
We will make it happen. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So all right. With that being said, I'll do this. I did the sign off. So, KRISTY, thank you once again on behalf of all of us. Let's say goodnight. You can take the first. Adios, KRISTY.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
All right, Dan.
Goodbye, guys. And just for you, Steak in the chat, Iris loves you.
Todd.
I don't have anything.
Right.
Thank you for coming on, and we'll see you next week with our sleepaway camp show.
All right. Yeah. And I'll see you in Disneyland. Adios.
Yeah.